Asian Power magazine recently caught up with Francois, the export principal of the AGENCE International of Energy, to talk about power.
When it comes to power generation, I would say that Asian economies are facing the same kind of challenges that the OECD countries are facing. And the two most important challenges, in my views, are the energy security and environmental sustainability. So energy security, climate change are really top challenges for the power generation sector in Asia. I think that the Asian countries have adopted a number of measures and initiatives aiming to diversify their generation sources and aiming to move toward cleaner generation options. I see, for example, China with ambitious targets, and China has increased significantly the target in nuclear power, for example. I see Thailand, the country is embarking on the assessment of the nuclear option, and I see a country like Vietnam is also seriously considering the nuclear option. At the same time, most Asian countries have increased their interest in renewable energies. And I think this is a very good sign. It seems that in Asia, the economies, as in other parts of the world, are taking the energy security and climate change seriously and are moving toward adopting initiatives, moving toward transition toward a lower carbon economy. I think that will be one of the key drivers for the investment in nuclear and renewables in the coming decades. I think at the times when energy security and climate change are top concerns for governments, government policies definitely have a very essential role in shaping the kind of investment that the Asian power sector will experience in the coming years.
For 2009, the electricity capacity has dropped, so to speak, globally. How much of an issue is that for the International Energy Agency?
I think in 2009, we do see the possibility for electricity consumption globally to decline by about 3.5%. The concern is that the drop in electricity demand globally has an impact on investment. Companies may have deferred investment in power generation. So when the demand fully recovers, we might see the possibility of a supply shortage because of the underinvestment during the period of the crisis. There are already signs that demand is recovering. In countries like China, there are indications that the economy has started to show signs of strengthening. For the OECD countries, the demand for the second half of 2009 seems to have recovered, but maybe it's perhaps premature to say that the recovery is in full force. Probably we have to wait until another year or so to see a confirmation of that recovery trend. I think the major companies, the big companies, are certainly aware of those issues and are taking definitely their business strategies to take into account the policy directions that governments are undertaking. What other development? I think personally that the potential for nuclear and for renewable development is great. Coming back to the example of China, China has a very ambitious target for nuclear. But if you look by the year 2020, assuming that the target is reached, the share of nuclear generation of the total generation mix remains still low compared to the world average, low compared to some other countries like France, in which the nuclear generation is very high.